a beautiful Wednesday reaching you from the nation's capital in Abuja. Welcome to the issues on what is trending. Of course, I am Mercy Babadili, and joining me today on the program is Chris and Antonia. Of course, to speak about what is trending right now. Hello, Chris, and hi, Antonia. How are you?
Very well, thank you,
I
Mercy.
don't that your hello didn't come with salary, so keep it to yourself.
Mercy is not a
You
Muslim,
must
so
be
you
a
don't
Muslim
expect
to give me salary. No,
Chris chose, he
Salah
woke up
is
this morning and chose violence.
Salah
on the
is
violent side of
Salah
the
is for
bed.
celebration. I
Okay.
am sure either your great grandfather, either paternal or maternal side, one of them is a Muslim.
It's
For
the I
nearly
am sure
nobody.
for it's the
Nobody.
I'm
Forget.
sure
But
for
you are the
me.
one who was supposed to be asking for salary, and because you
I
are
told you
dressed
my
like them.
grandfather has not sent it now.
you are not sent
I
it.
have called him. He has
Then that
not
means you are
picked.
the one who was supposed to jack.
No, should do justice
You
to
don't be
my.
violent in the studio.
No, you
please.
started
Stop
with
the
violence, so let's stop it up for him. All right, our
Good to
viewers
see
at
you.
home, good to see you too, Chris. Viewers at home, today we'll be talking about court fines Halima Abubakar 10 million naira for defaming Apostle Johnson Suleman.
That money is too small.
Like I said, Chris, it looks like Chris chose violence.
That
He woke up
money-
to and said, today
that
for
money
I will
violence.
be violent.
I'll be violent today. And I'm going to ask the question properly before Chris will say the money is too small. But before then, let's go on this quick break. When we come back, the issues continues.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleke TV. Visit our website at www.oweleketv for a thrilling journey. Oweleke TV, rising star at the fairground.
Welcome back. You're still on issues reaching you from Abuja. Now we were discussing before we went on the break that we would talk about court fining Halima Abubakar 10 million naira for defaming Apostle Johnson Suleman. And now we will talk about that explicitly. To Chris, to my right, I'll be asking, you said something about the fine being too small. Why do you think the fine is too small? Because Alima actually said a lot. I mean, this matters. It has happened. If
Over
I'm
the years,
correct,
has
over the
dragged
years,
for
it's
years.
dragged for years, and I didn't even know it was in court until I just saw where bloggers, of course, picked it up and said she was to pay 10 million naira. And what is catching about the story, the fact that she didn't show up in court or nobody represented her, I think, and that is why the court just awarded the case and said, oh, you have to pay this person 10 million naira. Not just that, she's supposed to refrain from saying anything about Apostle Johnson Suleman. And one would beg the question, is that a fair judgment?
Hmm. Well, first, she was supposed to be in court, and she failed to go to court to defend herself, and that has made the court to rule in that manner.
Okay.
Obviously, she does not have uh, evidence or evidences against her claims
Okay.
of to back up her claims. Anyway, to your question, you said, why did I say it's
10 million naira is
10
too
million
small.
naira? First of all, Apostle Johnson Suleman requested or demanded for 1 billion.
naira.
Okay, so let us stop that. So for them to say 10 million naira, I think they were fair to her. I pray she has the money to pay, or the court will decide otherwise. As a student of philosophy or as a philosopher in modern philosophy or philosophy of language, I came across a German philosopher, Ludwig Wittgenstein, who says in his Tractatus Philosophicus Tractatus or Tractatus Philosophicus, whereof one cannot speak, he should keep silent or he should keep quiet. By that it means for every sentence or sentences you use, or for every allegation, for everything you say, you must have sentence. That sentence or that proof there is what you must say.
But then now that you've
So
mentioned
now,
that proof, yeah, I
mm,
like that you said because
mm,
she failed to show up. Remember
yeah,
that she outrightly came out to say she's been sick and she's had deteriorating
Yeah.
health issues. Could it be said that this is why she didn't show up?
if she had
And
come
then
to the
a
if
no
she had
show.
if she was well,
Mm-hmm.
will she be the one to stand in there for herself? She has lawyers.
But then she still
For
found
the
herself
court to
in
say
court.
she was not there, it means she was not there in person and her lawyer was not there.
What if she couldn't afford a lawyer?
That is which narrows down to what. Why will you go and start problem that you are not sure you can stand? defaming
But
people
I
without
don't
having.
think she would necessarily come up to say strong, because these
You
things
can't
have
just wake
lingered
up one
for
morning.
long.
I mean, she's
Yes, I
not the
know.
only person
Yeah,
that has said
Mercy,
this.
I know, yes, Nigerians can be a lot.
Mhm.
People can just wake up in the morning. Of course, we saw the case of Mercy Chinwo
Mhm.
that posted her and her husband, they posted their child's picture, and someone just took it up and said, oh, this child resembles Nathaniel Bassey. They should go conduct a
Some
DNA
strong
test.
allegations.
Some strong if he stopped at the child looks like Nathaniel Bassey, everyone would say, oh, okay, and try to draw the resemblance, and all of us would be happy, press like or scroll and leave the post. But then he went further to say they should conduct a DNA test and all of that and all of that. Yes, I know Nigerians can be a lot and they can come up to say certain things, but this matter has dragged. It has lingered on, let's say, post-COVID, post-COVID-19. It has been on the net. It will come up, it will die down, resurface. They were even dragging the likes of Tonto Dike and some other top celebrities that they had affairs, they had things to do with this said apostle. Yes, we are not the ones to judge and say, oh, he actually did it or not. But I don't think that she would come up with such strong claims, and then with her deteriorating health, there was a time they said her stomach was swollen as small as like more as if she was pregnant and all of that. She wouldn't wake up. No one will wake up in the morning and just want to set yourself up for disgrace.
No, you don't say
and
so.
Over
no,
that long period
on this
of
statement,
time.
I disagree. I disagree in the sense that at that period when these issues were going on, Apostle Johnson Suleman was being harassed by Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna State when Nasir was in his first tenure. In fact, there was a time DSS went to Lagos to pick Apostle Johnson Suleman. It took the intervention of another clergy or somebody else in Lagos.
I like the fact that you've mentioned all of this together. Is Apostle Johnson Suleman the only pastor in Nigeria?
What if he's been but so many
because
pastors,
there are a lot
so
of
strong allegations surrounding this man. See, before I started this program, I said I was going to mention the fact that there's a portion in the Bible which I strongly hold dear to myself that says, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. But then when it comes to matters of life, the same pastor is the same person that people shot at and some people lost their lives. Meanwhile, he was sitting in a bulletproof vehicle, and nothing happened to him. This is the same pastor that was picked up in Lagos. This is the same pastor that was accused of so many things.
Was he picked up in Lagos? He wasn't picked up in Lagos. He wasn't picked up in Lagos. They
but
went
you just mentioned something about the DSS committee.
No, they went there, but his host there refused them harassing him. And all was because of his his program. And Nasir El-Rufai, he in his program, he said he accused Nasir El-Rufai of one or two things that are happening in the north. Because of this kidnapping and all that. And then
was he charged to court? Is that not defamation?
No, but why didn't El-Rufai? Because anybody can decide to say anything. That is why I quoted Ludwig. If he had no evidence, he wouldn't have said that. And if Nasir El-Rufai was sure that yes, what was said against him or about him was wrong, he should have gone to court. Okay, in that same period, somebody Otobo. There was a lady Otobo now, the first person that started.
I think she's dead now.
And she's still alive. But she came back to the church after 2-3 years to confess.
And even after confessing, she still went back to the internet.
Means,
no, wait.
See, let me tell you, some politicians are paying those celebrities, those people that are saying
that's another drama. No.
Let me tell you, how much was Halima? How much does she earn as an actor?
So you think our coming outside to say such things would have made Apostle Suleman say, "Oh, I'll give you money to shut you up"?
Have you not heard of the word blackmail before?
Let me land. Now, she didn't just mention her name; she outrightly mentioned other actresses, likes of Iyabo Ojo, likes of Tonto Dike.
No, she
there's a Daniela Okeke. She mentioned.
No, she accused them.
She even outrightly said Daniela Okeke has a child for this same pastor.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Has Daniela Okeke come out to say yes or no?
Now let's
she also said Iyabo Ojo was used to arranging girls for
him. Okay, now let's see it from
does she have facts?
Let's see from this fact that as Christians we should expect that people would of course want to trample on us and say persecute basically. But then let's look at it from Jesus's angle. Was Jesus persecuted for sleeping or defaming a woman?
But Jesus was also accused by the Pharisees and the
Pharisees and
Sadducees
Sadducees.
that he allowed a prostitute to even kiss
So
his feet.
yes, so kiss his feet because Jesus said, "Come
Using
unto
her
me,
hair.
all
And
ye
Using
that
her hair.
labor
in
and are
in those
heavy
times,
laden."
no,
Like I said,
Mercy.
this is not a religious program.
Yeah,
But
let's
now,
not
since-
change it to
yes,
religion.
If
but
But
you
since
if you
we are-
enter
remember,
religion,
see,
you can't talk here.
Mercy,
You
what
can't
do you
talk
mean
here
I can't talk?
because
What
the
do you
truth
mean by-
the truth of the matter is that the Jesus's life experience or his mission was extreme, was contradictory. In fact, Jesus was not humanly prudent with his own coming as savior, coming to claim that you were there before Abraham.
I'm
coming
not,
to say that
I'm not going
no,
to. I'm not going to
Let's
start
not
that
go
matter
back to
today.
the- yes.
Let's go back to
If not,
Apostle
we'll
Johnson
change it. This
Suleman.
whole program will change
Now,
from
yes, what
it's
it's supposed to be. Now let's
leave
move
that.
to Apostle Johnson Suleman, because now I'm trying to say that maybe people will say as Christians we are meant to be persecuted. That is
Yeah,
why
maybe
these
this is one of
persecutions
the
are happening.
temptations coming
But
on his
then,
way.
isn't wisdom profitable to
To
direct?
direct.
in what direction? To what direction?
Because now you are the same person that armed robbers were trying to kill. You are the same person that the prostitutes are accusing you of pimping out girls' food to you and your this
Why
thing.
do you think
you are the
Jesus
same
Christ-
person someone is coming to
Why
your
do you
church
think
to
Jesus Christ was
apologize?
persecuted? Was he
You know-
persecuted because he was doing
Was Jesus
bad?
persecuted? Was there
Now
any
they
case
say
of
just
people pimping out food?
just a month ago or 2 months ago, I think it should be January or February. The armed robbers that attempted to kill Apostle Johnson Suleman confessed. Go to YouTube and check.
What did they confess
They
to?
confessed that somebody paid them to assassinate him, and the person gave them millions of naira. That was about 3 weeks or a month ago. In this what's it called? Abattoir here in Abuja here, police
But my
station here.
problem is he the only pastor? in
What
Nigeria?
if he's the only one having the audacity to speak power to authority and
You're
is
trying to say he's the
being-
only one that does-
I said, what if?
I like the fact that I said
So
what
what
if?
if?
What if?
Because look at February 23 election. You know that it was a matter of the religious leaders against Nigeria. I mean, it was obvious.
Which personally I also didn't like the way we change our political system into a religious
a
affair.
religious affair. That is why I said this is not a religious program. But then looking at it from this angle, now someone has health issues and coupled with the fact that she couldn't represent herself in court. And now the court has fined her 10 million naira. Like I said, is this justified and fair? Apart from the fact that yes, we know that she should have actually obeyed the law.
In your last program,
Wait.
at Numbered,
Yeah.
you said the court is a final.
The court is the
Is a
final
hope
say.
of
Yeah,
the
we
common
can't-
man.
we can't-
We
we can't
can't-
But now in this case, she is a common man.
Where is she now? Where is she?
Well, we do not know. I can't speak for her. I'm not appealing.
Alimat is well now. Alimat is well now.
How sure are you?
I am very, very sure
Was
that.
there a statement?
Ali-
Do you
Because
have
if
facts
she's well,
to
do you have
prove
facts
that
to
she's
prove
sure?
that
She's
she's well?
fine.
Because if she was
If-
fine,
if-
she would have showed up in court.
Now, what about a lawyer could have come or should have come to the court to tell the judge that come on, she cannot come because she has gone to abroad, she has gone for treatment, or she can't stand up. Her situation is like that. Nothing like that in the story.
Well, let's just say that one is that for them. But then I'd always say that even though we're the media, they said there's no bad PR, there's no bad publicity. But then at some point you begin to see like it feels like there's an atom of truth in everything this person is saying. I'm not to judge, but I'm just saying my own view. But then at the end of the day, whether we like it or not, the social media is for everyone. But then let's be guarded, let's be guided with what we would say. Because right now, if you do not have proof, as a matter of fact, I was going to relate this matter to Nathaniel Bassi and the
Yeah.
Mercy Chinwo case where those
Where
people are.
Whereof
they-
you
they are-
cannot
they are-
speak,
and you know,
you keep
yesterday,
silent.
If you do not
Yesterday-
have evidence, you don't have proof.
Yeah, you just keep
They go
quiet.
explain
Not
Zion.
open,
No
yes.
evidence.
No evidence. I like
No
that one.
evidence.
All right, so now I'll still like to implore us that if you don't have evidence, I mean, do things with sense. Like I'd always tell people,
Always
you do not,
fact check.
yes, you do not know how big the social media is. You do not know the importance. It can make or mar you at the end of the day. For someone like me, I got my first job from the media, so I do not joke with social media. My image is like particular to me. But then, thank you very much, Tonya. Thank you.
So-
Sorry,
Listen.
before we close, I have been trying to push you guys to the wall.
Okay.
The truth of the matter is that my people will say something must have happened to a tree beneath there before you start seeing the reaction
Yeah.
up
Up
with
there.
the leaf. In every outer of allegation, especially when it is not one, when
not
it was not two,
yeah.
when it's not three, check in between lines. You may not have acted the way it was painted on the social media, but it may have given them reason to bring up such notion or
That's
such
correct.
such insinuation. So as men of God, all of us are Christ-like.
Yes.
That is why they call us Christian. And thank God, Pentecost is coming in the next 30 days or thereabout, when Christianity was found. Jesus Christ was never a Christian, but the name Christian
If
came
we
after.
start this religious matter with Chris, we're not even here today.
The truth of the matter is that we know, of course, as men of God, there are temptations. They still have flesh and blood, water flowing into them. But also, in as much as we pray for them and they also pray for each other, they should also look beyond the miracle God is using them to perform. They should also pay attention to the fact that they should be disciplined.
Yes, people are mirroring them.
God may not be.
They are the Bible people.
Exactly. Practical life. They may be performing miracle, but that is not their. They don't even know how it's happening. It is God who, out of His mercy, performing His miracle, using them as a vessel. God could use anybody. Recently, the pastor in charge of Dunamis, N10m, was in Kaduna. We saw the miracle that God used him to do. And less than 72 hours after I left Kaduna, or less than 24 hours, he left there on Saturday, and on Sunday, 200 and something school children were released. It could be another way, but at least if it is coincidence, that can also build the faith of people. Faith of people. So, men of God, we implore you to be, if you are at the right place at the wrong time, you could fall a victim of any rumor. So for that, we want to also beg the apostle of Omega Fire Ministry, as a man of God that you are, temper justice with mercy. She is your daughter, she is your sister, she's a Nigerian like you. That 10 million naira, she is sick. She may be well now, but please, since you have won the case in the court of law, also win the case on the altar of God.
I'm sure Anthony has something to say.
No, I think we've exhausted. We've talked about everything that needs to be talked about. Yeah.
All right, our viewers, at home, you've heard from Chris and you've heard from Antonia, because I'm still standing on the fact that there's still an atom of truth in what Halima had to say. But then, never say never. We do not know what actually transpired between them. I'd always say there's always three sides to every story: the man's side, the woman's side, and of course the truth itself. We do not know the truth, we're only here to analyze. All right, this is where we wrap it up today on the issues. Thank you for staying tuned. I remain Miss Babajide. See you next time on the program.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleke TV. Visit our website at www.oweleketv for a thrilling journey. Oweleketv, rising star at the fairground.